say, I guess, if you allow me to have a chance, that, you know, we talked about, you know, lost Japantowns, and to my family, and even for me, I still consider this Japantown. And not for ethnicity's sake, but for historical reasons, it should be Japantown. And not to take anything away from Chinatown, because Chinatown is what we've always decided to call this. And we've had a couple times where we were, hey, maybe we should international district or this, or the, no, let's keep it Chinatown, because it's always been that way. However, if you look at Kern Street, from Central Fish, which is a Japanese grocery store, which stayed at Kern Street because we wanted to stay with our community. We had another store that was a couple stores down on Kern Street. Across from Central Fish would be Komodo's. Next to Central Fish is the Nippon Building number 1, which is this building. It's called the Nippon Building number 1, and Nippon means Japan. And then there was Aki's Hardware with the Dick's Building, and U.S. Bank, which used to be Union Bank, which was Mitsubishi owned. So last year, that was a Japanese bank. Used to be also called Bank of Tokyo. And across the street from here is the Nippon Building number 2, so which is Japan Building number 2. And then to the probably our most architecturally significant piece of property in Chinatown would be the Buddhist temple on Kern Street. So not to take anything away from Chinatown, but Kern Street should definitely be something that has Japantown Street or Tomodachi Way or something to signify the Japanese significance. I don't know exactly what name to call it, but I want to keep Kern Street because we're not going to change all the addresses here, but there's a little right in downtown on M Street, on Ventura, in front of the Soroyan Theater. It's still M Street, but now they've called that small portion of M Street Audra McDonald Way, which makes sense, you know. So it's still M Street, but Audra McDonald Way gives honor to that person. Now these are the cultures that were redlined into Chinatown. So all these cultures couldn't have a business on the other side of the street or other side of the train tracks because they weren't white. So if we can take a portion of Kern Street and do something to honor the Japanese, and there's other cultures that we can too. For example, the Monarch Building, it's a new apartment complex built by the Housing Authority. They wanted to come up with a different name, but then we fought to change it to something of a butterfly because that is on Mariposa Street. And Mariposa in Spanish is butterfly. So, and then Mariposa, at the end of Mariposa is the Mexican Baptist Church in very long, big letters on the building. So we can tackle the, because right now there's probably more Mexican American owned businesses here in Chinatown than any other Japanese or Chinese. There's not many Chinese left in here at all. So if we can do that to all of these cultures, it could bring back and say, well, we're not going to change the name, but just add something to Chinatown and put all these cultures and put the history back into where the history started. So on that note, that's my opinion. So it's not going to be a lost Japantown, because it's coming back. So.
Okay, well, thank you, Mario. I'll be hanging around.